All right, this is the Magpul bad lever. So I had this rifle since about maybe February, and I just wanted to do it, you know, have it without the bad lever just to see how it is. And actually, let's make sure this is clear and safe. Yes, it is. And I just wanted to do the usual manual of arms with, the without the bad lever, just using the bolt release. And of course, during malfunctions, you have to do the reach around method to, no pun intended, to press this to hold the bolt back. We know how that works. I don't have to explain it or show it to you because we're at this awkward camera angle situation right now. But yeah, Magpul bad lever. You may have heard about it. If not, I will show you what it's all about. Let's get this open. Definitely not frustration-free packaging. Okay. Actually, this will make a nice... There we go. Actually. Kind of OCD. So what does it come with? It comes with the actual bad lever itself, obviously. There's a little piece that attaches to the other end of it, which is nice. Otherwise it will not be secure on there. And I actually brought my toolbox of Allen wrenches and such, but you can see that it's nice that it did provide, actually let's get a closer up shot. It did provide an Allen wrench here. I just don't know if it's, is it a Torx? Yes, it's a Torx. Looks like there's a little bit of, I don't know if that's Loctite or what on here. So I'm not even gonna watch a video because it's way too easy to install this. So from what I understand, you just, wait a minute. Yeah. This over here, put this behind. So I'm familiar with the bad lever from my son's rifle because when we got that one, what happened was, we used it pretty often and we do enjoy it. So you're pretty much used to the manual of arms of that rifle. And that was since, what was it, like last year or something? So at first, like I said, I wanted to do the manual of arms where I'm just hitting this. And believe it or not, I've never actually slapped the bolt release, the Marine Corps way, from what I heard at least, or the military way. I don't know if the Army does it as well. But yeah, anyways, you put this over here, just the piece. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you can watch videos as well, like you're watching mine. Put the bad lever over here, line up the holes. It's obviously lined up right now. Let's actually get it a little closer. There we go. Sorry if you can't see that, but oh well. Let's screw that in. So yeah, make sure you have a couple fingers holding this down so it's making contact before you screw it in, because I think that was my problem a few seconds ago. Also, you may want to use the shorter end for more leverage. Damn. Yeah, looks like it's on there pretty tight. I don't think it's going to get any tighter. Yeah. All right, let's do a function check. Now, you notice there is a wobbliness. I guess this is normal because if this was not off, it would still wobble, right? So yeah, let's check it out. All right. Let's get this stuff out of the way. So how it works, if you don't know how it works, right? Here's how it works. Let's put the charging handle back. All right. So actually, we're gonna hold open the bolt. I'm not gonna show you how to release it just yet, how to hold the bolt open just yet, because I want the first step of this demonstration to be as if, hey, we're out of ammo, and now the bolt has locked back. So I'm gonna do it the regular way, the reach around way, right? Okay. I would do it that way, but just the way I'm sitting right now is not ideal, okay? So now the bolt is hold open, we're out of ammo, we release the magazine, and when we wanna, let's say we loaded the new magazine, I'm not gonna load this one because there's my emergency ammo in there. We loaded a fresh mag, and now we're gonna release the bolt. Now instead of loading that mag, and this is the fast way to do it, by the way. It's not like I don't know how to do it the fast way, it's just that I prefer the bolt release, the bad lever, for the reasons I'm gonna mention soon. The ideal way is that when you do your reload, of course you're doing your beer can grip when you, I'm not good at the beer can grip because I don't train it. Maybe I should, but you know what, whatever. I'm used to the method like this, and I'm going up. So my thumb is nowhere near what it's supposed to be for the beer can grip. I'm fully aware of this, right? But I'm gonna tell you how the folks who like to do it fast, how they like to do it. And this is how I believe Mojo does it. You know Mil-Spec Mojo, right? Okay, so he puts it in like this, and then because his thumb is already high up on that magazine, he's able to press this super quick. Just watch his videos, you're gonna see it. But just for the purpose of this demo, let's pretend, you know, and this is the grip you would also use when you're indexing magazines from your plate carrier or vest or whatever, especially if it's mounted in the front. You're always not gonna have it on your belt facing forward like I do. But so even if you had it this way with the beer can grip, right? You would still have to index magazines like this from your vest. So I like this, right? So let's say you put a magazine in. Now instead of now tapping that bolt release, you're gonna be simply pushing down on this lever right here. What that lever is gonna do is, because it's connected, as you can see, obviously, it's going to release the bolt, right? Like so. Hold on. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right, now the second thing I want to show you is that how this can benefit your malfunctions, right? So we all know the tap, rack, and bang, right? Tap, rack, bang. If it doesn't tap, rack, bang, what do? Sometimes there's maybe a double feed, maybe there's something stuck. So what you need to do is hold that bolt open. Now the traditional way, yes, you're gonna do the reach around. You're gonna press the bolt catch in order to, you can do that and then press the bolt catch, right? But with the bad lever, and I know some people who don't have the bad lever to make their reloads faster. They have the bad lever to assist in their malfunctions. So what they're gonna do is this, and they're gonna lift up on the bad lever, and boom, just like magic. So much easier than doing that. How did that just happen? That's weird. Okay, maybe it wasn't fully back. Lift that lever. Okay, there we go. It should hold open. Okay, I don't know why I did that last time. So much easier to hold that bolt open, and now you can, figure out, is there a double feed in there? Do I need to, finger it and, get some bullets out or spent casings, whatever. Get a fresh magazine in there and then release that bolt. So this is a real game changer. I know Lucas Botkin's using this. I know a friend of mine who was a Army captain. He actually said that they found that these bad levers may cause NDs, negligent discharges, right? Why? Because you're so fast, you're trying to reload and you're trying to get to that trigger, but maybe, you have to press this, but instead you press the trigger. I don't know. It's never happened to me and my son. And I know the fact that Lucas Botkin uses it. He's now with Adaptive Arms, by the way. And a bunch of other people use it. The fact that Magpul still sells it. The fact that no ranges have banned the bad lever, or any police departments that I know of has banned the bad lever. I mean, if you train with this and you know what you're doing, I think that you should be good to go. This only makes your life easier, I think. But that's just for me. It works for me. If you ever had a negligent discharge, feel free to comment. But yeah, I'm definitely a fan of this, and I look forward to using this at the next range day. So take care, folks. ACB Group.